Alrighty, y'all. We are live for Edmonton at Dallas. Game one of round three in the West. Now, we got our introduction to the series in the East last night, and though I can't say I'm surprised, color me slightly shocked. Not expecting a 6-1 demonstrative ass whooping. But that's what we got. Bobrovsky, definitely the better goalie in that one. Anderson getting beat up pretty bad. Power plays made a big difference last night. Well, I can't say a big difference. Power plays made a difference. Florida had two. Carolina actually did have one. Never mind. I forgot they scored on their first power play. 1 for 4, 2 for 3. 5-2 difference. So maybe they did make a little bit more of a difference than I thought, because Carolina scores one more. Florida goes 1 for 3. All of a sudden, it's a 1-goal game instead of a 3-goal game. Now, granted, that's like saying if my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bicycle, so it doesn't mean much. However, Carolina, 13 more shots. What's that? 14 more face-off wins. Yes, one less power play goal, but they had 4 opportunities to Florida's 3. 50 hits to Florida's 47. Block shots were 21-17 Florida, so that was almost equal. 13 giveaways for each side and 8 takeaways to Florida's 2. That tells me Bobrovsky was the difference. Not only that, Florida did a better job of getting the puck away from them once it dropped down in front of them. But yeah, shout out to Bobo. But now for this series, as we've got, unfortunately, like 15 minutes. So that's a good public service announcement. We're going to delay starting these about 10 minutes because I keep coming on forgetting about it and then seeing the countdown. 20 minutes is a lot of time to kill with this and stuff. Anyway, as we head into this one, in the playoffs, Edmonton, 25% on the power play. Stars, 30.8%. On the penalty kill, Edmonton 66.7% and Dallas is 86%. So that tells me there should be a lot more Dallas power play goals than Oilers goals. I see a lot of penalties coming. I don't believe these two are fans of each other. I mean, granted, think about a lot of feelings that we've heard over the last couple of weeks, and I don't think besides their own fans, not a whole lot of teams get along with them, so should be very active. It's just the physicality is going to be so interesting because of how both sides are, because they can definitely destroy each other cleanly. They can. They have the ability. They seem to they have the right to be clean. What they lack is the capacity. And the way that Dallas flopped against, like I said, that I'm still so annoyed by Marchment getting a little shove right here and flopping back like he got shot in the face. And Ben skating into Manson's stick. Those two are like, they still just bug me. Anyway, we'll try and be a little bit civil now. Gonna be pulling for Dallas. Not in any way because I'm cheering for Dallas, but it's, we'll go USA, USA, USA. Damn, that's funny. Yeah, the Panthers, was that the Leafs, the Avalanche, and the Knights at the Thanksgiving table with Stanley Cups on it. And then you had Dallas and Edmonton, like down at the kids' table. That's brutal, but that's funny. All right. I'm not sure. I gotta remember to keep. Yeah, we'll keep that up right there because this and the away link are the same timing. Ooh. And we got about 14 minutes to puck drop. Good grief. Oh, there's one thing I didn't talk about. The goal for, goal against for Oilers are 391, 309. For Dallas, it's 262, 292. So the goals against are both right around that three mark. However, the goals for are in favor of the Oilers. And if anything's taught us anything, it's more important to score than to have a good goalie. The number of games that have ended 5-4 and all that, like the 6-1 games have definitely been something. Yo, what's up, Demi? How you doing, brother? Now, I was saying just a minute ago, these games, they say 5 o'clock, but then you throw them on and they got a countdown timer for 20 minutes. Like, shit. I'm going to have to start starting these things up later. Just enjoying slamming some coffee, getting ready for this one. Not sure what to expect here. I know what I'm hoping for, but I'm not sure what to expect. I said I'll pull for the Dallas Florida game or Florida series. Enjoying the day off, ready to watch the game? Fuck yeah, damn me right on, bro. Glad you got to enjoy your day off. Yeah, it's like I've been dreading this series just because it's just like right there, dude. They're showing highlights of the Oilers hitting guys in the numbers. Shoulder to the chin of Petrangelo. That is nuts, dude. The Oilers highlights always include shit like that. So everybody good for Dallas. Yep. And for Edmonton. Cool. Looks like everybody's good. That's not a good start. Feed's already acting up. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, the goal scoring has meant more than the goaltending. Edmonton have been the better goal scorers. So that's why I gotta feel the edge is gonna lean in their favor. But like I said, pulling for it hurts me to say it, it really does. But pulling for Vegas, Dallas. Let's adjust some things on the screen real quick. There we go. It's being a real pain in the ass. feel like we already saw this on this feed, but maybe not. I said at this point, we are just hanging out and waiting. You know, Dallas, especially, well, Dallas has the ability to throw Edmonton off their game and just slow them down a little bit. That's going to be, I mean, with Draisaitl and McDavid, the biggest thing you could do is slow them down. The rest of the team are fast too. So get physical. I know I sound like a broken record with this, but it's, you can set the pace and you can set the tone. Edmonton is more likely to set the pace. So we're going replacement style, kick ass on 3. Ready, break. And so I just I don't know. I don't think Edmonton's gonna start quite that aggressive. And I really do think they need to. I think they're gonna try and come back like that. It's just not impossible, but it'll be a little bit tough against Edmonton. The biggest thing that Edmonton will do is if you're pressuring in the zone and there's, you know, maybe the puck gets deep, your defense needs to take a second and look around. Like, especially if the Dallas defensemen start creeping into the top of the circles, they need to be head on a swivel in order to do that, because that's where Edmonton gets behind you and just completely ruins your day. You know, Otter's going to have to be on point because there are going to be 2-on-1s and breakaways. That's just something that Edmonton does. And a lot of it comes from the cherry picking. But if they can, you know, take 10 or 15 seconds to let their guys deep try and buy some time while one of them is standing at the opposite blue line, that's on you. You know, I mean, that's Vegas struggled with that. That's on us. So, I don't know. We'll see how Dallas handles it, because obviously we couldn't. Even though the breakaway opportunities legitimately are where Edmonton kills you, because they're just so damn fast. Say that in the power play, but Dallas has a pretty good power play. We'll see which way this, like I said, it's funny as shit because, like, I've always been on the side of the refs are dog shit rather than they're bought off or paid for. This series will really kind of show that for me, because they're either like the two teams that most people are saying they're in favor are playing each other now. So I'm very curious. Looks like we're walking on the ice in that feed. Let's see if this one's going to be any closer. I said it's Florida, Carolina seems a little bit more reasonable to put money on. Edmonton, Dallas, until we see how this first game goes, I would abstain. Said guys are on the ice. We're just waiting to get the anthem started. I'll say this has to be a busted feed, because they've just shown the same thing over and over again. Great. Now all my feeds are messing up, bro. What is happening? All right. So those feeds are the same. Oh, what happened in 2022, Pete? You didn't make the conference final that year. What happened? You bastard. All right, which feed's going to be the better feed? Oh, come on, dude. Just work. That's all I need you to do, bro. Just work. There we go. Uh, hey, I can watch it on a clean feed. No shit. Yay. Yay. All right. Wait for it. Who's very strong? Dude, that was actually a great shot because in Vegas, when you hear the Knights chant, everybody screams. Here, a third of the crowd went Knights, and the rest were like, "What just happened?" Yeah. Knights. Okay. Forgive me on the Oilers call outs. I have refused to learn the roster besides a handful. No option left. All right, Joe. The time has come. Jake Ottner, 247 against with the 919 percentage. I did not pay attention to Skinner's. That is on me. Face off won by McDavid. Puck into the Oilers zone to start it off. Fed up to McDavid. Kept in by Heiskanen. Granlund takes a shot. Skinner already has his first save. 13 seconds into the game. So I know 2 is Bouchard. I know Nurse. Kulak is 27. Dude, the hard part is all the same numbers. So I'm going to be calling, I'm sure I'm going to call Ehlers and Barron at least once or twice. And it's facing off against Nugent Hopkins. Oilers win it. Bouchard kicks it into, or launches it into neutral. Heiskanen right back up the high boards in the zone. Rantanen touches it. Takes a little check down to the ice. Little stick shove. Bouchard through the middle to McDavid. He leaves it back. Shot goes wide of the net. Bouchard down to the low corner. McDavid sets it. Harley takes it, and then Bouchard ends up putting it offsides. Could not keep the blue line. Pete DeBoer, dude. I still hate that he ever came to Vegas. All right, Henrique kicked out. Brown going in against Steele. Yep. Face off, won by the Oilers. Just on their side of the red line, it's dumped in. Puck to the high wall. Labushkin gets down, shoves it into the low corner. Kane tries to come around. Marchman beats it to it. Fischl gets it to Labushkin behind the Dallas net, and the puck goes up and out of play. Dallas has to come out a little heavier than this. Damn, that was a bigger jump than I was expecting. Klingberg throws it to the high corner. Draisaitl retrieves it to the point. Shot goes up over the net. I don't know how to pronounce this name, but Colson, we'll say that. Klingberg misses the net from the point. Draisaitl on the high boards goes back around the net, back to Klingberg. Feeds it to Kapanen. Kapanen cannot get it to Draisaitl, and it's turned over, but kept in by Kapanen across the blue line. Draisaitl shoots from the high dot, kick save, Oettinger. And the Stars get it out off the low boards. Yo, what up, Enshrine? How you doing, buddy? Edmonton back across neutral, dumps it in. It's behind Oettinger. Battle for it. Heiskanen tries to go up the low wall. Kane shuts him down. Puck comes back up the low wall. Jamie Benn passes it ahead of neutral through to Dodonov. It goes off the wall into Skinner, and he'll cover it for the Freeze. 2 1/4 gone in the first. Shots are 2-1 Stars. Good. Hope you're good. I am, buddy. I appreciate that very much. I am doing well. Yeah, dude, Corey Perry coming out, well, maybe not coming out of nowhere, but sort of kind of coming out of nowhere and just being dominant in the playoffs for Edmonton. Heiskanen tries to go down the high boards to Granlund. Rantanen behind Skinner. Hintz gets cross-checked. Shot from Harley. Bad save by Skinner. And it's kind of getting his ass kicked in front of the net, in front of the Oilers net. Puck up the high corner. And Edmonton's going to leave all the way down. And we've got an icing on Edmonton. Shots are now 3-1. You know, I'm going to take advantage of this commercial break. I'll be back in just a sec. My bad. Just finishing up the coffee. Oh, what a move by McDavid. What a save by Ottinger. And then another save on the follow-up by Hyman. Man, did I make it back at the right time or what? That was a beautiful save. I don't know if we're going to Edmonton power play or not. It looked like it was tipped out. McDavid comes in, makes a beautiful move around Lundell. Sorry, this is Lindell. Florida is Lundell. Jesus. Comes around, great shot attempt, blocker save by Ottinger, and then recovers to go against Hyman. Yeah, 14 assists for McDavid. Dallas heading out of their zone. Dallas doesn't be these phonies, these imposters, these frauds who call themselves the Oilers. I feel Florida become and playing like demons possessed lately. Florida world. Yeah, no, Florida, in my opinion, is repeating. Like I've got pretty good confidence in saying that, and I'm fine with that over Edmonton winning. I don't like it. I don't want it, but I can see it being a rematch between Florida and Edmonton. Heiskanen took a couple of cross checks. Just lets Harley come in and start cross checking the son of a bitch who was swatting him. I love it. Duchesne in, leaves it to Johnston. Shot, glove, save, Skinner, but he can't hang on to it. To the high boards, McDavid can't come away with it. Dallas. Robertson shoots, good stick by Brown. I don't think that was Brown. That was Klingberg. Sorry, I'm going to, like I said, it's going to take me a little bit to learn this. But yeah, these absolute bastards. Hyman puts it on net to Ottinger. He can't hang on to it. Puck to the high corner. Oilers come away with it. Dallas looking a little sloppy with their sticks on defense. That was Wyatt Johnston isn't, though. I retract my previous statement about the number 53 for Dallas. That was a great play. Almost a great play right here between who is that? Kapanen and Podkolzin. Bouchard gets it down low. 2-on-1 for Draisaitl. Back comes the way with it. Ben is not able to get it out. Now he is. But it's going to go all the way down for an icing. All right, just over 6 minutes gone in this first period, and it has been a the stupid app. All right, let's see. Shots are 5-4 Edmonton. But who's got the better? I mean, the McDavid try with the Hyman follow-up attempt was a good shot. Good try for Edmonton, but Dallas going the other way. Against Skinner, nothing's been too challenging against Skinner. I think we got a pad save and a glove save. So that have really stood out. So better chances, better opportunities for Edmonton to score. However, Dallas is not slouching. Marchment on the low boards, dumps it down for Steele, who misses it. Bushkin ends up pinching in Steele. Marchment up the low boards to the dot, right up front. A backhand by Steele. Goes into the high corner. Puck picked off down low. Bischel trying to win the battle. Puck comes out, and Dallas has to reset. Good opportunity. Some good passing right there by Dallas. Sets up the attempt. But Skinner was there to get in the way. Yeah, Bischel, 6'7", 231, 21 years old, and he's going to be known as a bastard in a year or two. If somebody doesn't get under control his cross-checking, because the dude, I can't believe he doesn't have the record for playoffs with cross-check calls, because that's all he does. Oh, what a give and go, and we got a penalty on Edmonton. That was a fantastic give and go by Dallas. And as he circles around to get in front of the net for the pass, the Oilers reach in. Kulak on Granlund. I may have to say that looked like a stick lift to me. Now, when Granlund brought his arms back down, there may have been a question, but that looked like a stick lift. Yo, what's up, Michigan mate? How you doing, brother? In this series, I have accepted that Edmonton will most likely win. However, I would like Dallas to win. I wouldn't put money on this series, but I would be less surprised if it was Oilers. Yo, what up, Jesus? Some barbecue chicken skewers with fries, some Greek salad? Fuck yeah, man. Nice, nice. I made up some Mexican rice and some taco meat and just same thing. I'll be eating for the next month. Just a big ass burrito. Yeah, I hope you're doing well too, brother. Man, name's Chris. Oh, word. Edmonton winning it all? Oh, don't be coming in here with that nonsense. I'll be doing that. But yeah, Timmy. Oh, my whole life everybody's called me Timmy, but good to meet you, Chris, officially, by the way. But yeah, I don't see Edmonton beating Florida the same way that I didn't see Edmonton beating Florida last year. Dallas can beat Edmonton. We're about to see get our first introduction to both sides special teams, and already a loose puck. Nugent Hopkins going down, shoots, and a blocker save by Ottinger. Already a dangerous shorthanded chance. Duchesne can't catch up to the puck that was left for him. 20 seconds gone on the power play. Best chance going to the Oilers. Johnston across the red line into the Oilers zone. They're doing, what a great tip right there by Janmark to get the puck away from Rantanen. Dude, ain't nobody, Jesus, yes, you're right, but don't nobody like Edmonton. Well, except that one dude, but we saw very quickly that he had the rational thinking skills of a dead rock. Puck to the high boards. Granlund to the high dot. He tries to backhand it, gets lost in the mix of sticks. Hyman takes it back the other way. Ottinger will settle it. Hyman ends up making a play on Ottinger. Marchment across the ice to Sagan. Sagan gets it ahead to Robertson, who gets in. He's forced down by Nurse. And the Oilers chucking deep. 35 seconds to go on the Dallas power play. Well, the thing that I didn't like is in comments, he didn't even know. Yeah. In comments, he would talk mad shit, and then he'd come into the stream and be super nice, just really dumb, and then go back into the comments and talk shit. Oh, that tip by Janmark goes wide, and again, the two best scoring chances on the Dallas power play come from Edmonton. Rantanen swats down loose puck in the crease, and Oilers are able to bail Skinner out of a dangerous stop. That is why you throw pucks to the net, because it creates opportunity. But yeah, it was funny because he would just talk shit, and then be like, well, I like being respectful in conversations, and then go back to talking shit. But he would only talk shit when no one was here to say anything to him. And then he said that Edmonton was the least penalized team all year. And it was like, no. Or at least power plays, like all that shit. It was like, dude, we looked up the stats, and that's just not true. And like I said, he called the trip on McNabb acting. Draisaitl scores. Sorry, again, taking off into another conversation, but Draisaitl just put one on the board. Hey, Enshrine, brother, it's, we're 10 minutes and 19 seconds into a potential Game 7 series. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate that you don't. I don't either. But there's plenty of hockey, man. There is plenty of hockey. But yeah, Draisaitl just hugged around the wall, came straight down on top of the dot. You know what? That was a good play by McDavid more than anybody else, because he interrupted the defense without physical contact. But anyway, like I said, it's when you're, like I said, it was the shit talking when nobody was there immediately to respond, and then coming in super like beta. Oh my goodness, I didn't say any. What are you saying that for? And it's like, bro, if you're gonna talk shit, talk shit. If you're not, then don't. That being nice when people can confront you is, and then being a dickhead when they're not around to, just annoyed the shit out of me. That's what really bothered me. Sorry, we're going to commercial. I won't say bothered, but it annoyed the hell out of me. But scoring for the Leon Draisaitl, assisted by Nurse and McDavid. Dude and his mom, I won't get too on him about it. Like, with him here, I talk shit on it, but that part of it is whatever. It just, for the, it's the sound, scoring for the Edmonton Leon Draisaitl. Sorry, when their fans talk, that's all I hear. That is, the Stars have sold 3,000 Mikko Rantanen jerseys since the start of the playoffs, by far a record. That I had to have heard a number that was different from the number she said, because there's no way a team record is 3,000 jerseys over the course of like a month and a half or a month or so. You know what I mean? I struggle to believe that. Let's see. Bouchard across the blue line. Gets it down low to Steele at the high wall. Steele just waiting too long to make a decision. Gets under some pressure. Now it's down, tipped all the way in, and makes its way to Skinner. Skinner misplays it. Dallas has it. Steele behind the net, trying to get it out front. And Skinner's going to cover it. Yeah, right? Like, bro, it's you have all the advantage right now. Especially the ice. All right, you drinking bourbon or what? It's like, come on, man. Steele, but dude, Steele diving in there. The puck was definitely ahead of him off the tip, but Skinner just completely misplayed it. Puck out of the Oilers zone, missed by, who is that, Rantanen? No, Labushkin. Oilers get it. Shot from the low dot, goes into the legs of, who is that? Labushkin. No, Granlund, sorry. Back up top for the Oilers. Puck hits a stick and goes out of play. 8:31 to go in the first. Shots are 6 apiece. Nathan McKinnon, Draisaitl, McDavid. I want to say that was Crosby, but that might have been Mario Lemieux. I didn't. All I saw was the Penguins jersey, and then the goat. Not a bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was Lemieux. So it's being on any list with Gretzky and Lemieux that's pretty insane. Ooh, a little bit of a trippy dude. Bouchard throws it down the low wall. Nugent Hopkins centers. Hyman hits the post. That looked like it went in. You may see something. You may see a stoppage. That legit looked like it went in. Good stick. Rantanen goes down. 3-on-2 the other way. Good poke by Heiskanen to at least buy time. Rantanen takes the low wall out to Granlund, and Granlund gets it to Heiskanen. Heiskanen trying to get it up ahead to back, but the Oilers end up with it. Nugent Hopkins out of his own zone, throws it to Bouchard down low. No, that's on Tuesdays. You're looking for it's tickle the tonsils from the back Tuesdays, not Wednesdays, sir. No, it ends up hitting the crossbar. That looked like it went into me and bounced out. Good break, because, dude, beating under height, it's a much more narrow window, but it's a lot more accessible. Harley to Heiskanen, shot gets blocked and thrown up high. Nurse made the call that it was out of play, so they blow it dead. None of the refs blew it dead. And then one of the players start bitching, they blow it dead. It's like, okay, I thought the refs made the calls, but we knew better than that. Yeah, Skinner goes 0 for 3 and then 2 and 0 against us. Unfucking believable. Ooh, Nurse tying up the Donov aggressively. Ben ends up with it on the low boards, gets it to back, who gets it behind Skinner. Battle between Nurse and Granlund up in the corner. Heiskanen whiffs on it, but it comes to Ben. Out to the center. Harley. Shot. Hits a stick. Goes up and out of play. 9 days in a row. It's rough. Still got 3 to go. Shit, man. Well, hey, dude, if it makes you feel any better, at least I don't have to do that. Sorry, that's if that makes me feel better. Hang on. I'll work on that and get back to you. Under 7 minutes to go in the first. Shots are 8-6. Dallas score 1-0 Edmonton. Robertson gets it down deep. Duchesne can't get control behind the net. And Oilers get it out, but only to neutral. Heiskanen to the low boards. Hits Wyatt Johnston. Turned over, though. Kleinberg from behind his own net works his way out. Passes it up ahead. Draisaitl storms into the Dallas zone. Takes the shot from the hard angle. It goes to the back boards. Up the low boards. And Bouchard loses it. As the Oilers go back into neutral. Duchesne chasing him down. The Oilers reset. Kleinberg. Sorry, I saw 36 out of 27. That doesn't make sense to me. But that was Kulak, not Kleinberg. Puck down below the net. Sorry, a little back and forth on the high wall in the Dallas zone. And now Marchment to Steele. Steele dumps and chases. Kulak there first, goes up the high boards, and it is out. It's going to go all the way back to Ottinger, and Ottinger is going to cover as McDavid comes in hard to the top of the crease. 5:37 to go in the first. Shots are 8 apiece. Damn, dude. Guy right behind the board. It has one of those big light up like novelty drinks that he's down in. And then he shifts and you can see that he's working on his second one. Shout out to that guy. Just battle on the high corner. McDavid comes away, wraparound attempt shut down by Ottinger. Oilers keep it in. Right up front, Ottinger does another great job keeping the pads down. Ottinger doesn't have his stick. It's perfectly laid out right across the goal line on the crease. It's actually about as perfect as it could be. Puck to the point. Nurse comes all the way down to the low point. Back to the middle. Shot. Kicked away. Ottinger finally grabs his stick. And the puck is out. And all the way down for an icing. Dude, Ottinger just... Wow. Just big pad saves right there. And then he loses his stick. He tosses it behind him. And like I said, he kind of, he's trying to grab it as it goes behind him. Hits the post and then just laid perfectly across the goal line. I would have actually loved to see a puck come in, hit that, and kick out. Ooh, Draisaitl loses it. Sagan back the other way. Heads up against Skinner, and he scores! Dallas tying it up. What do you mean 3 to go? I don't know what you mean by 3 to go, bro. But yeah, Tyler Sagan, little bit of a slash on Draisaitl, and potentially Draisaitl ends up losing the puck. Seguin takes it the whole way back. He's ahead of everybody, and he gets a great shot in right below the glove of Skinner. So, gotta wait for the or there may not be an assist, actually. I don't know what he meant by 3 to go either. Oh, no, that has nothing to do with hockey. That's IRL shit. Those scoring for the Dallas Stars, Tyler Seguin. That was a great job. Like I said, he might have got away with a bit of a slash there. It looked like he might have gotten the stick right between the hands. That actually caused the disruption, but like it's one of those is what it is goals, but I probably wouldn't be happy with it if I was imaginary. I mean, an Oilers fan. I don't think they're fans. I think it's just people who have come to accept that, well, shit, this is where we are. All right, now I'm just being mean. There ain't no, I don't need to go doing that. It's fun, but I don't need to. Dude, I forgot Papa John's existed for a minute. Yeah, man, I got my level up also now. And so damn slow to get anywhere. Yeah, I mean, once you get to in the 60s, it gets tough. Like, I could have been a much higher level. I had like 4 days of, or 3 days. I think I had 4 days of premium, but that's when the computer was acting all funky. So I kept getting annoyed and not fishing at all. And that just wasted all the extra money and all the extra XP. So now I try and get in, find wherever the peak is, I'll fish from the start of the peak till it's off peak, and then I pretty much call it good. I still need, whenever you end up whenever you get a chance to like screenshot the gear you use for San Joaquin. I know it's gonna be a minute, but whenever you get back over there or get done with your pond pass or whatever, just to get a little bit of help. Ooh, Brown just took a shot by Bishel. This is the one time where Bishel might be okay with me, even though I don't like him. I don't like the way he plays. Against Edmonton, fuck it. See, that was a little bit of a shot to the head. That might not have been 100% on purpose, but the opportunity presented himself, and he said, fuck it. Ranting in the high corner. About to start chanting, go to hell, let's go. But I thought I should be chanting, go. Any team that can beat Edmonton, go. Yeah, no, there you go, Enshrine. It's really not like, this is a good time to cheer on USA, USA. Unless you're a Canadian, then it's a good time. No, it's still a good time to chant USA, USA. Because, like, come on. You don't, like Canadians, you don't want the first Canadian team to bring it back in so long to be the Oilers, right? Like, y'all can wait another year, get somebody else in here. Maybe the Senators will be good next year. Who knows? Damn. Okay, take country. We take your cut. Hey. As long as you recognize that it's our cup, Jesus, that's all that matters. And you just did that, sir. I appreciate it. Hyman dancing on the high corner. Gets it to McDavid. Great pass out front, but a good stick by Dodonov. Doesn't completely take it away from Nugent Hopkins. Shot goes wide. Oh, a little bit of a cross check by Hyman on Duchesne, but I guess we're going to go ahead and let that one go. God, I hate that. Hey, I appreciate that, Mel, but I hate Edmonton even more. And I am and like I said, I'm USA all the way. So I only have one choice in this game. And as much as I'm with you on that, I hate Edmonton even more. I feel like that change came a little early. Puck in the low boards in the start zone, but Dallas gets it poked out. Nugent Hopkins in his own zone leaves it back for Kulak. He passes it up and it's tipped in. I can't, dude. I really don't know who any of these guys for Edmonton are. Puck comes back by Ottinger, back out front, and Steele's going to come away with it. Getting it through neutral. Bouchard into his own zone. Back to Kulak. Up ahead, and it's tipped in. Harley back. Playoff is one thing for me. Anyone but Dallas. Hey, I can't blame you for that. Like, unfortunately, that team, your anyone but team is playing my anyone but team. So, puck all the way to the backboards in the Dallas zone, fed to the center by Draisaitl. Can't connect. Dallas in now. Draisaitl beats Gramlin to the puck, swings it around at the low corner. Rantanen can't get past Nurse with it. Tapping in. Has to reset. He was trying to make the blue line. Everybody went in. But he has to toss it in from across the line. Kane putting pressure on Ceci. Turns it over. That was a bad play by Ceci. Great stick right there by Lindell to block the pass coming across. I'll join you in rooting against Edmonton. Hey, sounds good, Mel. That sounds good. Likewise, I will happily join you in rooting against Dallas in the finals as well. Like I said, if both of these teams could lose, I'd be a happy man. Unfortunately, face off to the right of Ottinger, won by the Oilers, kept in at the blue line. Across, shot by Cade, goes wide to the low corner. Bro, you don't like either of these teams. What the fuck are you talking about? All right, we got 25 seconds left in the first period. I just realized I got to charge all my shit. That's not pretty fair. Let me. That's why I know you are. That's why I'm calling you out for it. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, let me see if I can get the remember how to get the timer set up. Okay, let's see. Pool scripts. Timer. Close. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Where is the timer? Hang on. Try to set my timer up here. I'm sick to my stomach. The thought of Dallas and the fans winning a cup. It's gonna happen eventually. As much as we all hate it, it will happen eventually. Oh, why is this timer being such a pain in my ass right now? Sorry guys, I'm just working on something and it's just being a real dickhead. I don't get it. Let's see, hang on. See, there that goes, so that's fine. Hang on one sec. Okay, there it goes. All right. Hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to get this shit working as being a bastard. You know the drill. We will be back in a couple minutes. We'll regroup for the second period. Timer's up. There we go. All righty, y'all. We're back. Two Canadian teams were defeated this past weekend, Winnipeg and Toronto. Who's next? Edmonton. That's who's next. And man, I would hate, God, there isn't a team I hate enough in America. So I get it. But dude, to have that's all of Canada now has to cheer on Edmonton. Like, bro, I'll start watching soccer. I'm not just ugh. But we are back. But going down into the low corner, CC gets it to Lindell, who gets it around, and Duchesne can't find it. Or Johnston couldn't find it. Duchesne does. Puts it on Skinner. He'll bump it away as Dallas goes for a change. Kulak to Bouchard. Bouchard down to Nugent Hopkins on the low wall. Nugent Hopkins sends it around the net. Puck goes past McDavid, ends up in the Edmonton bench. Face off in the Dallas zone. McDavid wins the face-off. Bump back shot. Hits the guys right in front of him, and Dallas goes back the other way. Rantanen into that low corner. Trying to feed it behind the net. Hintz beat by Hyman to the puck. And McDavid comes out the other way. He's faster than everybody. Onder makes the save, and Nugent Hopkins couldn't pick up the rebound in time. Swing and a miss on the puck back the other way by Wallman. McDavid there to bail him out. Wallman trying to go up. Low boards, passes it to the middle. Taken in deep. Sent around by Brown. And Sagan picks it off. Leaves it into heavy coverage. Not sure what the decision making was on that particular play. Nurse has it at the point, shot, and Otter makes the glove save. 18-13 to go in the second. Shots are 14-9. Edmonton. Oh, whoops, I left the door open. 1 sec. Ooh. Oh. Face off to the right of Otter. So it is shots are 14-9 Edmonton. Oh, damn it. Oh, I guess that's done already. Bishop behind his own net gets it to Marchment. Marchment up the high wall, dumps it in. Right on Skinner, fights it off, and then Steele taken down by Nurse. Marchment gets around the back of the neck to the Bushkin, to the high point, shot by Bishop, stopped out in front of Skinner. Puck back towards the middle, and Nurse is going to get it out. Bishop misses on the puck, but the centering pass towards Kane does not go far. The Bushkin takes it, gets it to Sagan. He gets it across the eye back to Bishop. Ice, back to Bishop. And Oilers play catch with it back in their own zone under Dallas pressure. Back hit Nurse. Bannon back just chasing down everybody. And finally, the Oilers turn it over. That had to be offsides. I'm sorry, that had to be offsides. They don't wave it dead, though. Ben ends up with it, can't keep it in at the point as Beck misses it, and then Kane gives him a little shove. Dallas in the Oilers zone again. I'm not sure why Janmark just fell down, but there was nobody within 30 feet of him. CC trying to get the puck towards the net, stopped by Janmark. Trying to get the puck center was Donoff, but doesn't hit a target on the way. Frederick all the way down into the low corner of the Dallas zone. Back to the high point. Shot goes wide of the net. Donoff on the low boards is going to take it out for Dallas. Kind of whiffs on the dump in attempt, but he did his job. Draisaitl gets it behind the net to Bouchard. Bouchard back to Draisaitl. He hits the red line. Pass down to Kulak. Back to Draisaitl and a blocker save by Ottinger. Oilers send it around to the low boards. Kulak gets it back behind the net. Draisaitl takes a little run at Duchesne, just enough to cause a disturbance, but Bouchard cannot keep the puck in at the high point. Bouchard goes off the wall to the blue line. Duchesne picks it off, but he can't control it between the pressure. Harley does a good job rubbing Draisaitl off the puck. I made sure to finish it that time. Ooh, a little shoulder by Granlund. Looked like he might have popped him in the chin a little bit, but I guess he hit his shoulder. In that case, very good hit. Damn it. Where's my... Hang on. Puck in through neutral. McDavid not able to recover as he poked it into the Dallas zone, but he did a good job getting down there. CC dumps it. Skinner has to play it. He almost falls over as he does, but makes the save as the puck comes up to Granlund. Rantanen battling for it. Hintz ends up with it. Battling. Rantanen able to get it behind the net, but nobody's there. Nugent Hopkins takes it. Puck all the way down and icing Edmonton. I'm muted. Sorry. I already know. Don't type. I'm muted. Yeah. Anyway. I think Edmonton has proven with like 7 out of their 9 games. I'm making numbers up, but they've come back to win like 80% of their games. So I would say and I mean, that's later on too. They had comeback wins later on, and they've been getting better as they go. So I think Edmonton does have that. Um, I think they have the gumption to make it. Um, what needs to happen is Dallas needs to. Oh, shot by Nugent Hopkins, and they score. Edmonton. I didn't even get a chance to change the color of the Oilers, but no, I definitely think Edmonton has the ability. Like I said, most of their wins are come from behind wins, even if it's only one goal. Um, Dallas needs to batter and bruise them. Like Dallas needs to get more physical than they're being, because I've said it a million times and I will continue to repeat myself. If you can't control the pace, you have to control the tone. And because, like, if you're not controlling the physicality against a team that's faster than you, then they have the run of the ice. So Dallas needs to start doing what Dallas knows how to do, which is hit the shit out of people. But they haven't been playing like that. Ooh, a tip up in the Skinner goes wide. But it's, if they're not gonna slow Edmonton down, then they're in trouble. Because, like I said, the Oilers will maintain their speed well into the third period and overtime. They have shown that over and over again. So unless you plan on slowing them down, plus they are the better scorers. Their goals for are like almost a whole. Well, no, it's, I forget how they're at a 3 something, like maybe a 3.29 or something like that. And the Stars are below a 3. So Edmonton is going to score. Dallas probably is going to score. That's not good enough. You got to slow them down. Fine out the puck, take the body, the puck is yours. It's, I mean, just like everything, there are times to play the puck and times to play the body. What Dallas is doing is, I don't care about any kind of, like, I will hit you if I absolutely have to. And it's just like, even, the hits that are after the puck's gone, you don't necessarily have to play the puck to put fear into guys or to slow guys down or to bruise them and batter them. Don't do it 10 steps after the puck's gone. But, if you're diving in on a guy and he gets rid of the puck, finish your check. Dallas is bailing out and trying to chase down the puck. It's like, dude, finish your check. You're fine. But instead of backing into the top of the circles from the blue line, stand up at the blue line and either force a pass or force a check. It's things like that. Getting physical in front of the net. Bischel cross checks like a son of a bitch. Besides him, nobody on Dallas gets physical in front of the net. I just truly hate Pete DeBoer. Under 5.5, think might be good here. No idea. To be honest with you, I have no idea. As of right now, I would say it's not looking good, but backhand by Kulak, stopped by Ottinger. Yeah, I just, like I said, dude, I have no fucking clue. I really don't. I do not know what to expect here. I haven't thought about this series at all. I hope Dallas wins. I hope Edmonton loses. Otherwise, I am like, this is torture watching these two teams play. Because I zero interest. And the puck's out of play on the Oilers bench. But as I said, as of right now, I could see it easily being a 4-2 finish. I think Edmonton's going to score at least one, and I would give it a really good chance that Dallas scores at least one more. So you end up 3-2. Dallas pulls the goalie, and one side of them, probably Edmonton scores to go 4-2. Now, if Dallas starts getting pissed off, if Dallas could check their emotions and just start hitting hard, that would be one thing. I think they're going to get pissed off and give up another stupid penalty. That'll end up giving Edmonton another goal. Oilers through neutral. Podkovic just tore up through Harley and whoever else was back. Bouchard shoots and he scores. Okay, so Edmonton's not going to need a penalty in order to score at least one more. But yeah, at this point, like I said, at least 5 goals will be scored. So, and this is exactly what I was saying. Like Skinner doesn't need to be fantastic. He just has to if he gives up 4, his team needs to score 5. Well, guess what? Edmonton has been a scoring machine. And Heiskanen just let dude own his ass in front of his own goalie's crease. Just unreal. Weak up close defense for Dallas. Just letting screens happen, letting all kinds of shit happen. A little bit of a cross check by Bouchard right there. That'll go no problem. Dallas is doing a lot of holding the stick. Not a fan of that. But I don't know what other option they have. Edmonton. McDavid trying to get it centered. Carries it all the way around to the top, and Nurse hits a post. Jesus, man. Nugent Hopkins on the low board gets his best. Slowed down by back. Dodonov into the other way. Back. Cannot connect with the pass across the crease. Dodonov trying to put pressure on the Oilers. Dallas keeps it in. Back to Dodonov behind the net. Towards the front of the net, it goes off the pad of Skinner. Nugent Hopkins back the other way. He'll toss it deep and go for a change. Oettinger catches it, and he'll freeze it. 10:43 to go in the second. Shots are 19-12. Edmonton score 3-1 Oilers. I couldn't have been a whole lot closer, man. That was unreal. Face off to the right of Otter. Labushkin ends up with it. Bischel works it up to the high boards, takes a hit to do so. Dallas having a real hard time connecting in neutral. That should have been interference. I don't care who it was on. That was... Bischel just went flying across the ice, nowhere near the puck after contact with Nurse. Like, one side interfered with the other. Steele leaves it back for Sagan. He shoots in a glove save. Edmonton. coming close. We'll do it that way. 9 seconds off of halfway through the game. Shots are 19-13 Edmonton. Face off to the left of Skinner. And Johnston gets kicked out. Henry wins it against Duchesne. Oilers all the way up in. That was offsides. Henry was definitely offsides. Are we going to commercial? Tell you what, I'm going to hit the head real quick. All right. Sorry about that. And then I breathe right into the mic. Gotta love it. All righty. Evander Kane under pressure from Hintz. Gets out of his own zone across neutrals. Picked off by Granlund. Rantanen feeds it across, and he ends up hitting Skinner with it. Lindell keeps it in. Low board. CC pinches against Kane. Gets it to Rantanen. Granlund just held off Hintz, and Granlund chasing down Nurse. Puck back below the net to Hintz. Dude, I'm just trying to keep an eye on Nurse because there's a lot of people hitting the ground around him. A lot of green jerseys go down pretty hard when he's in the vicinity and the puck's nowhere near him. Draisaitl back the other way against Lindell. Lindell just hits him right in the back. Good job protecting the puck. Hits a body out high on the shot from the high point. Granlund up the low boards to CC. CC through neutral and then tips it in. Stetcher back for the Oilers. Gets it around the low boards all the way up to Nugent Hopkins, who's passed. It's say, what was that? No, Marchment did not go down in a collision with Hyman. Hyman just blasted Marchment when he was nowhere. He never played the puck. At least from what I saw, Sagan was the only one to touch it. Yeah, that'll always be around, brother. That's why, hey, Enshrine, that's why, if nothing else, I make my biases as clear as I possibly can. You know what I mean? So, like, if someone wants to come in and be like, oh, you just hate Dallas, it's like 100%. You're absolutely right. I still try to be objective about what I'm seeing. Now, the bias weighs in on my objectivity sometimes. Sometimes I'm really good about it, about taking the team out of it or the person out of it and just seeing the play. Sometimes I suck at it. So like I try to be very, very clear about what is, like I said, about the way that I try and be very clear of how I'm seeing things. What I hate is it's just like news and shit like that. It's, oh, we are 100% objective right down the middle. Like, we don't want anybody to win. It's all about, I just want to, we're just calling a neutral game. And then you listen to the broadcast and it's like, bro, you're full of shit. Oh, Frederick comes up into the Dallas zone on the high wall, into the high corner. Little bit of a battle. Rantanen is able to not get it out. Burchard catches it, puts it down. Dryside will work it up, goes wide. And there you go, Enshrine. All right, icing on Dallas. 6:34 to go in the second. Farmer jersey and seeing things of this nature. Attaboy. Like I said, hey, here's the deal. I was a hockey fan when I was a kid, and then I fell out of watching it for a very long time. And when I came back, the team that I was attracted to was Boston. It was the late 2000s, or it was 2010-ish. I don't remember exactly around there, but it was, I talked about it before. Tim Thomas was starting goalie. Tuukka Rask was backup. Bergeron, Lucic, Chara, like that. And it was Marchand's first or second year. And I loved the Boston team. I loved watching the team play hockey. And then I watched them play and I got sick of the shit that I was seeing. And it was like, really, bro, shame. I would be ashamed to be a Dallas fan right now, LOL. Bro, what makes you think Enshrine's a Dallas fan? Like, why are you taking that personally, bro? Like, I know, okay, you're talking shit, but like, I would be embarrassed to be an Edmonton fan, and that has nothing to do with anything to do with Vegas. It has to do with Edmonton. Like, I would, after seeing what Edmonton does, like, yeah, it's got nothing to do with Dallas, first and foremost. And like I said, to assume he's a fan when, I mean, I don't understand the not liking Edmonton being taken personally, dude. I mean, those comments definitely look like you did, bro. Like, I'm not saying it because I'm making shit up. It just, that comment definitely came off like you did. That's why I'm saying it. Edmonton back on the power play. Looks like it's going to end. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to. There we go. Oh, that orange is not orange. Oops. Hang on. That looked a different color on my monitor. See if I can get it closer to like an actual orange. That'll have to work. Oh, Oh, fucking commercial again, man. Be ashamed to be like, fucking. No, that's not what I'm saying, Vajesus, and you should be able to fucking recognize that, dude. Really, bro? Ashamed? I would be ashamed to be a Dallas fan star right now is fine. Your goalie getting wiped at home. Like, that's you going at him when he's not even a Dallas fan. But that's the thing. You were just shooting back at what? Like I said, it's not like the thought behind it is it changes when you're like, dude, really, bro, ashamed? I'd be ashamed to be a Dallas fan. Like, you're not sitting there like, come on, dude. You're going to tell me you didn't take that as an attack on you? Because you fucking responded like you did. I said, your goalie getting wiped at home. It's like, that's not even his goalie. Like, dude, you not like, I'm down for you to say whatever, but yeah, that came off like, you don't got to apologize, dude. You fucking said it. It is what it is. But yeah, it just, I'm giving you the opinion that came off as you taking the comment personally. Like, if you didn't, then it is what it is. But it sure as shit didn't come off like that. Yeah, it's like the thing is on top of that too. It's like we have been I mean, and Shrine's been in here with me shitting on both teams. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, McDavid through the middle, backhand stopped by Ottinger. And of course, McDavid has to go for a couple extra whacks afterwards. Stop apologizing, dude. It is what it is. But see, like I said, dude, it's you thought what from the one comment because he's been in here all game. Like he's been in here multiple times bashing Dallas. You know what I mean? Like he has given off nothing. That's why I'm saying the things that I've said. He has given no reason for you to assume he's a Dallas fan. That's why I'm making the statements that I'm making. And like I said, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We are at the point that we're at. I had to call it out because it just, like, dude, everybody likes you around here. It is what it is. But there are reasons that I'm making the comment. We're all, everybody's happier than you're here than if you weren't. You know what I mean? But like I said, the thought behind what you said is fine. It really is. It's just the way you went about it. It was different than usual. Let's go with that. Edmonton's got 20 seconds on the power play, 3.5 to go in the second period. It was supposed to be for fun. When they stop being fun, I'll stop watching them. Exactly, dude. Like I said, it's like I understand a visceral emotion to sports. Like I really do. It's just not worth it. Harley gets it poked away to the corner. Yeah, it didn't even click to me that Dallas got an interference penalty considering all the shit we've seen coming out of Edmonton. I watched Donnell Nurse just put Marchment down like a dog, dude, like old Yeller. And he didn't even touch the puck. Yeah, I like that better. Ace getting it up the low wall. Wyatt Johnston can't get it past Henry. And he had Granlund there for help. Puck comes back down low. Bischel just going at it with the cross checks, dude. Like I said, that's why I don't like the floppiness of the Dallas Stars. I don't like Jamie Benn. I truly believe, like, we all know why I don't like Jamie Benn, and it started in 23. I was a fan of his until 2023 when we played him. Like, I don't like Marchment, don't like Ben, and everybody else, it is what it is, dude. I don't really have much against them. But Bischel is like, he is trying so hard to be labeled Mr. Motherfucker, because all he does as soon as he gets on the ice is this, and he does not stop until it's time for him to get off the ice. Edmonton gets stopped inside the zone. And Draisaitl, there's out. Oh, missed by Harley. Janmark trying to get it centered. It ends up going off a Haskinen's stick and almost cost him Dallas. Minute 20 to go in the second period. There, I'm going to do a quick, let's see, 18 minutes. We're going to do a quick switch to the BRB screen or the intermission screen and go. Because I've got a lot of shit I'm going to try and squeeze in. Oh, what a stop. We got a penalty. Marchment's down on the ground. I think Kulak's going. Oh, whoops. I forgot to take Edmonton off the power play. That's on me. I mean, Dallas getting a power play is pretty good. Interference penalty, does that mean power play for Oilers? Well, that was the last power play for Edmonton. This one is a penalty against the Oilers, but no, Edmonton ended up with the power play on an interference, and I found that funny because the Oilers have been interfering all over the place, setting up pick plays, all kinds of stuff. But now Marchment got hooked, so we got a Dallas power play. No, you're good, bro. You're good. Like I said, dude, no worries. There's no need to apologize or say my bad or any of that shit, man. Unless you're trying to say I love you and instead autocorrect changes it to you calling me a cunt, we're fine. Like, seriously. That one, I might hope that I get the, oh, sorry about that message afterwards. But like I said, for the most part, besides that, don't worry about it. All right, we are going to go into the quick intermission. We got 5 seconds. We're going to come back with about 58 seconds. Y'all are good people. Don't want to hey, like I said, dude, that's the whole thing. Bro, coming in here and us going at it and disagreeing doesn't mean drama. It doesn't mean jack shit. It means either we find our way to the end of the conversation or see you next stream and we'll act like it didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, as far as I'm concerned, that's all we're doing. Like, we ain't got to agree. We don't have to be best friends, you know, like 100% of the time, dude. Me and my best friend disagree and scream at each other over shit all the time. Like, it is what it is, dude. There ain't drama. If there's drama, I'll do what I do. Fucking bye and gone. You know what I mean? It's all good, brother. It's all good. All right, so I'm gonna go try and squeeze some shit in before we get back for the third period. But hey, it's all love, everybody. It's all love. All right. No matter how much, no matter what's happening, if you're here, we're good. We're all good. All right, I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. All right, we're back. 50 seconds left on the Dallas power play. Edmonton's going to send it all the way back to Ottinger. Heiskanen out of his own zone. Granlund heading in. Marchment to his left. Leaves it back for Marchment. Puck ends up at Heiskanen on the point. Granlund back to Heiskanen. Shot. Score! Heiskanen makes it 3-2 on the power play. So, hey, remember how I was talking about both sides are going to score at least one, and then at the very least, when they pull the goalie, there will most likely be an empty net. Well, yeah, everything happened a little quicker than I thought it would. Janmark, Stetcher, and Nurse. So Marchment's dead in front of Skinner. Nurse is in front of Marchment. And then Stetcher and Janmark line up perfectly to make a four-man screen. And Heiskanen goes right off the edge, bumps Skinner's arm as he's coming across, and makes a very good goal from the point. Oilers right back into the Dallas zone. Backhand saved by Ottinger on Draisaitl. Rantanen comes out. Granlund has it. Makes the line. Rantanen chasing it down. He takes a hit. Hence does not quite win the foot race to the puck. Granlund comes in with a little contact. Going for the stretch pass to Hyman before the change. Oilers end up in the Dallas zone, but Dallas gets it out. All right, let's see here. Hang on. Scoring for the Dallas Stars. Miro Heiskanen with a power play goal, assisted by Granlund and Marchment. That was just a good job. Instead of Nurse trying to get Marchment out of there, he just stands in front of him trying to prevent a tip. And like I said, Stetcher and Janmark both just whoosh right down the line and help screen their own goalie. Dallas wins the faceoff. And we got an icing. Robertson just had a tough angle to try and get a stick on the puck. Couldn't tip in the Labushkin pass. I know my app's going to update any second now and show me just how far behind I am. Oh, not too bad. Not as bad as it could be. Rantanen tries to tip the puck up ahead, comes back. Something looked a little floppy from the guys in white. Right there at neutral. I'd kind of like to see it again. Puck back behind Otter ends up coming out front, and then that's definitely a penalty on Perry. Delayed penalty. Dallas has the extra man. I don't know who got hit up front or up high. I don't know who's going to win. These games have been exciting and also every team seems to be well matched. It's all right. Rantanen shot saved by Skinner. No, it absolutely is enshrined 100%. It's the hockey has been, a lot of it has been really good. A lot of it has been depending on which side of the ice you're on. But oh, here, let me do that as well. Here, I'll get back to that in a second. Yeah, Perry just smacked Steele right in the face. Like, absolutely. Oh, dude caught the puck to the arm. That definitely didn't feel good. But no, the NHL playoffs are some of the best of any sporting event, in my opinion. And it doesn't even have to be the finals. I will put like game 7 of Winnipeg versus St. Louis. I will put up against the Super Bowl any day of the week. And that was a round 1 game 7. You know what I mean? You're right, though. It absolutely has been fantastic for the sport. Four Nations was, big hit on the low boards. Brown goes down hard on the shoulder from Marchment. Robertson in. Sagan shoots. Good little whack on his stick from behind as he tried to let that one go. Marchment, Sagan, Heiskanen, Granlund from the high dot, and he scores! Side game, Dallas. Sorry, but Jesus, that'll do it. Like I said, I told you it was possible, but not looking likely. And here we are. Granlund. Just a great shot to the corner. Look what happens when guys aim high, man. Oh, we got ourselves a game with not a moment to spare. Hell yeah. Scoring for the Dallas Stars with a power play goal. I want to say like Mikhail, but I don't know if it's Michael Granlund. Assisted by Heiskanen and Sagan. They won't say his first name, damn it. Like, I'll actually turn up the volume a little bit to hear his first name, and then they didn't say it. But Granlund has been outstanding in the playoffs. He was looking really good towards the end of the season in the games we watched. But, man, he has been really good in the playoffs. Dude, the pressure from Wyatt Johnston to keep Edmonton back in their zone. Little secret, a year ago, I wanted the Oilers to win the cup because I felt McDavid and his teammates deserved it. Hey, you know what? Yeah, it's going to take everything inside me to say this, but I forgive you. It's okay, buddy. You know, we all make mistakes. We gotta hold each other accountable. And the first start, the start is admitting you were wrong. You deserved it only if you actually do everything you need to do to win it. That's definitely the way that I look at it, man. Like, you deserve it when they're etching your name on it. You know what I mean? Oilers back into the Dallas zone. That was, whatever that call was, that was a late call. It's like, that's why, to be honest, it's always kind of fun watching the Stanley Cup in the, I forget if it's ESPN or NHL Network, whatever, the show, the pregame and postgame with PK Subban. Whenever it's around him and all the other guys like pick it up to take pictures or to pose with it, and he just has to look at it because he's not allowed to lift it. You know what I mean? Like, there's like, can't lift it unless you win it is one of the ultimate, you don't deserve it until your name's on it. All right. 5:25 gone in the third. Shots are 22-20 Edmonton. Scores 3 apiece. Unless you're going to respond that way, Adam. You know what I mean? Oh, out of love. But no, you gotta like. So there's also the one way. Oh, another high stick on Edmonton. Evander Kane just popped somebody in the mouth. Just popped Duchesne. Dude, if the stick hit Duchesne and Kane is bitching about something that clearly happened, that will be the least surprising thing to ever happen in hockey. Let's see it. What is he complaining about? Like I said, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, it's like, bro, how are you arguing the penalty? Just like those people say, oh, they've never won one, they deserve it. It's that's if you want to look at individual players, I am more in a team game, I am more willing to accept that conversation. Duchesne, did he score? He scored. Duchesne. Dallas goes up a goal. Someone got tripped right out front, and Duchesne came in, and it looked like he missed, and eventually ref comes in and calls it good. 10 has won some. The Kings have won 2. You Golden Knights won 1 and 6. Yeah, one more can ask for us. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, what a Dallas! What a comeback so far in the third period. To be honest with you, Enshrined, I could have asked us to beat Washington in the finals in year 1. Don't get me wrong. That would be just a little bit greedy, but you're 100% right. Like, I 100% agree with you. Yo, Duchesne just hit. That was actually the funniest shot right there. Duchesne goes down. Hits Duchesne in the back, and you see Duchesne's face go, ah! And he looks back at Duchesne, and Duchesne puts his arms up, and he goes, ah! Yay! Fucking hysterical, bro. Scoring for the Dallas Stars with a power play goal, Matt Duchesne. Assisted by Hitz and Rantanen. I think I got those. So when I was actually talking about Rope Hint's face, I got the numbers switched up when I was seeing it back in my head. Because Duchesne scored and Hintz was on the ground, wincing and then smiling. But yeah, anyway, we're on a commercial break. But it's trying, yeah, like when it comes down to individuals, like to switch sports, like I grew up in Florida. I was a Marlins fan and a Dolphins fan. And when Dan Marino was peak Dan Marino, I would love to say that he deserved a Super Bowl, but it's at the same time but he never got it. I don't want to sweat the playoffs anymore. I just want to watch and enjoy it. Dude, that's all I'm here to do, man. Like I said, I talk shit on Edmonton and Dallas more than anything because it's fun. Like, it's fun. Because I truly am not a fan of either team. I don't enjoy going out of my way to set up and watch these two teams play. But it's still hockey. It's still playoff hockey. My team's not in it anymore, so none of it matters at all. I can cheer for things, but that doesn't mean I'm going to have the same attitude I have as if my team was in. You know what I mean? So at this point, yeah, like the Oilers pissed me off. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. The Stars, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So it's like you said, I just want to go back to enjoying good hockey. And as much of the shit that I'm calling out, it is still playoff hockey. As much as I bitch about this or that or try and say, oh, he just did this, what just happened there? It's still playoff hockey. It's still some of the best hockey, some of the best sports you're ever going to see. You know what I mean? Especially with a third period 3-1 comeback to take the lead. 13 minutes left to go. Like, first 7 minutes of the third period, you come in just dropping bombs. 3 power play goals in the third period. Duchesne tries to get it out front. He can't. So, fed to the center. Marchment can't score. Sagan on the rebound. Tries to go corner. And Skinner shuts him down. I will say, I called it earlier that the power plays are going to make a difference. Because Edmonton has like a 60-something% power play or penalty kill. And our penalty kill our power play was trash. So, of course, it looked good against us, but Dallas ain't us. And now, like I said, you got 3 power play goals for Dallas in the, 32. So within 5 minutes and 26 seconds of each other, you got 3 power play goals for Dallas. That is nuts. But that's what happens when Edmonton gets called for their bullshit, dude. It's what happens when you don't miss obvious high sticks. Like, say, one that hits Jack Eichel in front of the crease. Oh, Dallas in with numbers, rebounds coming in, but they get pushed to the corner. Edmonton got themselves all tied up. There's another cross check by Edmonton. That one not getting called. Fish will try to go at Nurse. Oh, that's missed play. 2-on-2. Kapanen forced to go by himself. I think they're going to call a hook on Dallas, but I'm not sure. Yes, it is. Delayed penalty. Janmark sends it back. Edmonton at the Dallas blue line. Back to the point. High point. High circle. High point. High circle. Bouchard at the point. Throws it towards the net, tipped, and it goes wide. Edmonton gets there first. They're going to keep it in. Other way around. Enshrined. It's going to be an Edmonton power play soon. Edmonton has it across the blue line. Puck hits Heiskanen, backhand. Kapanen puts it off the mask of Ottinger, and Dallas touches up. So at 10:06 to go in the third, we are going to have an Edmonton power play. Yes, sir. But it's that I want to see it. The baller's over there saying he grabbed Mitchell's stick. It's a hook. Like I said, I'd rather see this going on. I mean, that's a hook. I can't. There's been some missed calls, but this has been much better officiated because a lot of the calls that they're making are calls you have to make. Guys at the front of the net, puck coming or right there, and you get up in his arms like that, you have to call it. Just like the high sticks, you have to call them. And those were, what was it? Let's go down to the long list of penalties. So, yeah, a hooking, 2 high stickings, and now another hooking. Yeah, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th. Wait, hang on. My brain is not braining right now. McDavid from the low corner to Bouchard at the blue line. McDavid crossed the blue line, top of the high circle. Goes for the pass, hits the skates of steel. Puck down low. Draisaitl has it in the corner, and Bouchard has it at the point. Over to McDavid, high wall. Steele does a great job to get the puck away from him, and it goes off the glass and out of play. 1:11 to go on the Edmonton penalty. Sorry, Edmonton power play. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, Dallas is 3 for 4 on their power play. Edmonton 1 for 2.5 at this point. Where's the stats? Damn it. There we go. And this time Dallas gets it out. Minute to go on the power play. 9 minutes to go in the third. Bouchard out of his own zone. Leaves it back for McDavid. With speed. Passes it to Nugent Hopkins. Makes the pass down low to Draisaitl. Low circle. Up to the low point. Blue line. Bouchard. Top of the high circle. McDavid takes a shot and it's stopped by CC out high. McDavid passes it back to the middle. Johnston's the one there to pick it up and fire it back. Skinner setting it up and Steele back there just doing work against Bouchard. Henrique gets it to the blue line. Kane into the Dallas zone. Leaves it for Perry. Back down to Kane. Across the center. Henrique off the stick of Steele. Klingberg shoots and Ottinger makes the save, and we are back to full strength. Dude, I forgot dude's name for a second. That wasn't good. I thought I don't do that all the time. Klingberg shoots, and it's saved Ottinger. Lyubushkin gets it all the way around the high boards and out. Hang on, I just want to double check. Yep, okay. 7:45 to go in the third. Shots are 24 apiece. Dallas with the 4-3 lead. So now Edmonton's 1 for 3. Stars are 3 for 4. And I mean, didn't want to do that. Let's look at the penalties real quick. So in the first period, you had an Edmonton penalty. Ulach 2-minute minor for hooking against Granlund. And then in the second period, it looked like it was going to be a rough road ahead. Dallas, Marchman gets the minor for tripping Hyman. And then Hartley gets the minor for interference against Janmark. And I don't like that interference against Janmark, dude. He barely touched him. Harley should not have gone to the box for 2 minutes, in my opinion, but it is what it is. But then, with 1:02 to go in the second period, Kulak trips Marchment. Absolutely a penalty right in front of the net. Dallas comes in and scores. And then they score at 32 seconds into the third. At 2:51 into the third, Corey Perry catches high stick Sam Steele. Clear as day in front of the net. He goes to kind of cross-check him in the chest, ends up hitting him right in the mouth. Boom. Gets the second goal for Dallas to make it a tie game. And then Evander Kane high sticks the hell out of Duchesne and then complains about it the whole time when clearly Kane went for a stick lift, missed the stick, and hit him in the face. It was clear as day. Oh, wait, let's see what happened to Kane right here. Oh, it hit him right in the back of the arm. It looked like right there somewhere. Oh, well, GG, Dallas wins. Hey, there's 7:45's a lot of hockey, but you never know. RIP to your under, though. But then Bischel gets called for a hooking Bouchard. So that's our penalty recap. We'll see if another one comes. And I mean, just two really bad high sticking penalties. And then Nurse just going at Marchment. But of course, he's looking away the whole time. Stick again in slow motion. That's bullshit. Which high stick? Which one? The Perry high stick or the Evander Kane high stick? Because they were both clearly high sticks. Or are you saying it? Are you calling it like purposeful or something like that? Dude, what a battle between Marchment and Kulak into the boards. 27's going at it. It's like, I am genuinely asking, though, bro, because I realize that I may have misread what you were saying. So I'm not sure if you were saying that that's bullshit because Kane's high stick was bullshit or it was like bad call. But you know what I mean? Vander Kane dumps in 100% purposeful. Okay. I was like, as I was asking the question, I was like, I have a feeling I know what you meant. And I was like, I should definitely make sure. Dude, ranting and trying to backhand it. But yeah, I mean, he didn't even come close to getting his stick. So that was just another dumbass penalty that cost Edmonton a goal. Trying to bring it out from the high baseline, turn and shoot. Otter fights it off. Lindo can't get it out. Shot from the point. Otter fights it off. That blasted one of the Oilers right in front of the net. He's still slow to get up. 85-mile-an-hour slap shot. He finally does. I'm not sure who it is. It's Hyman. Hyman took a blast. 6 minutes to go. Bouchard's going to reset behind his own zone. Actually, he's going to give it to, I can't tell. Yeah, so Hyman took the puck off the side of the knee. Man, that's a stinger. Edmonton trying to make moves. They turn it over 3-on-2 the other way. Dallas slowed down. You'd have figured they'd have chased each other in. Didn't want to give the opportunity up the other way, so you got to respect it. Donoff fighting on the boards. Stetcher comes away with the puck. Kane into the zone. Stetcher chasing it down against Harley. Comes out front, backhand, and a miss. Who was that? Hang on. I'm looking. That was Brown with a free backhand in front of the net against Dottinger. Well, a heads up. Ooh, chaos in front of the net. Everybody's whacking at it. Puck ends up in the high corner. Jamie Benn trying to tip it up ahead. He gets it far enough to get it out. Edmonton from their own zone. And here they go. Kulak dumps it ahead to Perry. Perry down deep, wrapping around the net to the high side of the circle, right to the middle, and a swing and a miss on the puck. Frederick. Puck comes up to steal. It is tipped. They are going to say it was not tipped. Dude, lot of chances for Edmonton right up close. Oh, yeah, that hit him kind of in the front side of the knee. Like, oof. And then Frederick just whiffs. Jamie Benn, I remember that kid burned his hand in grade 9 science class once. That's funny as shit. In the first two rounds, Edmonton was plus 10 in the third period. But now what they did to LA and somewhat to Vegas, Dallas is doing to them. Steele into the zone, trying to feed Sagan. Nope, he takes it himself. The backhand scores. What a play between Sagan and Steele. Sam Steele with a fantastic backhand. And Dallas extends the lead with less than 4 minutes to go. Brother. Yeah, that's Ben Steele. Or Sam Steele. Ben Steele. Sam Steele. Wait. Did he get did Sagan get a tip on it? I couldn't tell. But yeah, Dallas goes up 5-3. 60% of their goals are power play. 75% of their third period goals are power play goals. And then they get a 5-on-5. Marchment gets into the zone. A shot goes off the stick of who cares what his name. I'm kidding. I forgot his name. 51 for Stetcher. Oh, no, that's absolutely a goal. So Sagan did tip it. Sagan did get the tip on it. They just adjusted it. Oh, he swatted it back into Skinner's ass. No, he didn't. Okay, it hit the camera. It looked like it hit Skinner's jersey. So scoring for the Dallas Stars, Tyler Sagan, assisted by Steele and Robertson. Man, the Oiler inputted it in the first 5 minutes in the third. Oh, races, man. That would have affected the goal. Oh, no. It was just who it got credited to. It's when it's a goal, as long as it's not off the hand, not a kicking motion, and the puck makes contact with the stick at the crossbar or below, it's all good. But yeah, races, like I was saying, it's Edmonton is right now is feeling what they did to LA. Like Vegas too, but to LA more so, really. Dude, this has been, I mean, especially because I am so firmly on the you also can headbutt it in. Yeah. Edmonton should just choke like Toronto. I don't care anymore. There you go, buddy. There's the bejesus I need around. No, don't go wasting beer. That's just un-American. Ah, see what I did there? Because I know you are un-American. But every time I fucking lose, you do. But see, Edmonton should just choke like Toronto. I don't care anymore. That's the bejesus I know. Can't headbutt it in. Okay, there you go. Can't headbutt it in. I mean, but it has to be like the kicking motion. Like the puck can be redirected off your skate. Oh, there we go. Empty net right there. It's like the puck can be redirected off your skate. It just can't be a kicking motion. Just like you can't headbutt it in, but if it goes off of your head and into the net, that's fine. And I know that for a fact because one of my favorite probably my favorite first NHL goal ever comes from Pavel Dorofeyev, where the puck went off his nose and into the net. It was amazing. Dude, there you go. Got to see who got the empty netter. Scoring for the Dallas Stars with the empty net, Lindo. I wasn't even thinking intentional. I was just thinking bouncing off your head. But then that wouldn't be a headbutt now, would it? Hey, it's only the first game. Still a lot of hockey to play. See, exactly. That's the proper way to look at it, man. Like, what you hope is that they gave up all the goals that Dallas is going to score. But see, and here's the thing. I said it from the beginning. The power play is going to make a difference because Dallas has Edmonton had like a 20-something power play with a 60-something% penalty kill. So their special teams isn't that dangerous, although their power play can be dangerous. With Dallas, they had a 30-something% power play and like almost a 90% penalty kill, like an 80, maybe not that high, maybe 87% or something like that. So they are the guys that you don't want to put in the box because Vegas power play was trash. It just was. LA's power play was better than Vegas's, I believe. But Dallas is they're on point. Like they've been flowing. And then you give them 3 power plays. I fly everywhere for dry saddle stupid. That and so, like I said, it's 3-1. You give them a power play to end the period. So now the momentum is all in favor of the Stars. And they score. Okay, cool. Now it's 3-2. Do not give them any more momentum. What happens? Very high sticks, dude. High stick steal. They score. Dallas scores again. Okay, it's tied up. Don't give them any more momentum. What happens? Evander Kane high sticks a dude. It's like all Edmonton had to do was not be Edmonton. And they just couldn't manage. And the difference is, though, they actually got called for it. Like I said, the high stick in front of the net in that Eichel took, that wasn't called against Edmonton. They didn't miss a high stick in this game. It annoys the shit out of me, but it's like at least somebody figured out how to call penalties because you can't, I don't want ticky-tack shit. I don't like the interference call for, I think it was Hintz on Janmark. I don't like that. I wouldn't like it either way. However, a high stick, you got to call those. The hook on the guy in front of the crease, you got to call those. All right. Oh, and we got dude going at Labushkin, going at Nurse, and we've got a brawl. Perry has his gloves off, going at Bishop. What a little bitch. Bishop, you punk. You are 6'7". How heavy? And you are on the ice covering your head like that? Oh, I just lost a lot of respect for you, dude. I know that doesn't mean dick, but bro, how are you going to do that, man? I want to see what Nurse did, though. Because, like I said, Labushkin started it, from what I saw, by going at Nurse, but I don't know necessarily what Nurse was doing before that all started. Unfortunately, I'm not in the pop out, so I can't rewind it. But all that just started going. All, like I said, it's everything seemed to be off camera. Yeah, there you go. Labushkin goes in at Nurse, but I guarantee you there was a reason for it. I guarantee it, because it's Donnell Nurse, dude. Like, I don't know anything about Labushkin, but that wasn't I'm going to go at this dude because he's the closest one to me. He was looking for that number 25 jersey. So, like I said, it's not a good thing for him to do. You just won by 3. Stop it. Knock off the bullshit. But, enshrined, it definitely looks like it's going to be. Dallas knows now they can beat Skinner high. And even if he makes a couple of dude, hit him high for the first 5-6 shots of the game if you can, and then go 5-hole. This is like I said, I really have a distaste for both teams, but it's playoff hockey. And I can cheer for both of them getting shit on and getting wrecked. And it's way more fun this way. Like, it's almost like I don't care who wins as long as everybody gets turned black and blue. I'm all right with that. And that's what we're going to get. So what's happening tomorrow, Thursday, 5 p.m., Panthers at the Hurricanes. We will go ahead and get this set up, and look at that. We are set up. So nice when it's that easy. Hit studio mode real quick, and we can hide the west, bring up the east. Boom. Just like that, we are set up for tomorrow. I love when I actually think and plan stuff out. Anyway, big game. Hey, Dallas, again, I want to give all credit to Dallas, but the credit I can give them is they took advantage of the opportunity that Edmonton gave them. Or opportunities. Because again, they're down 3-1 with a minute and 2 seconds to go in the second period. First penalty comes. Start the third period with the extra man. Dallas scores. And again, so it's 3-1, now it's 3-2. So what's the one thing you don't want to do at the end of the second period? Give Dallas momentum. Penalty does exactly that. Third period starts. Dallas has the ice in their favor. They score 3-2. Okay, what's the one thing that Edmonton can't do? Shift the ice further in Dallas's favor. What do? High stick, power play goal. What do they do to follow that up? Another high stick, give up a power play goal. It was like, bro, all you had to do was not go to the box. But Edmonton, man. Again, the difference is they got called this game. And I'm trying to think of all the penalties on, let me look at them real quick, because all the penalties I saw were penalties. There may have been there were missed calls. However, the calls that were made were good calls. Surprise, except for the Kulak penalty, or no, not Kulak. It was Harley. Harley got 2 minutes for the interference on Janmark. I wasn't a big fan of that one. Wasn't a fan of it at all, to be honest. But Kulak hooking against Granlund, yes. Marchment tripping on Hyman, yes. Harley interference on Janmark is what it is. Kulak hooking on Marchment, absolutely. Perry high stick, yes. Kane high stick, yes. Bischel hooking Bouchard, 100%. And then at the 20-minute mark, you got Stetcher, Labushkin, Podkolzin, Black, Bischel, and Perry all getting 2 minutes. Guarantee there's more to it than that. There's probably everybody on the ice getting one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that will do it for me, man. It's gotta go back this up way back here. We're in the thick of some really wild hockey, man. Tomorrow's gonna be a wild watch, I guarantee it. Carolina's going to be pissed, and they were none too happy last game. You saw what happened with a lot of it, especially with Gosh to be here got to stay in the game, and Marchand got kicked out because he actually dropped his gloves. But that'll wrap it up for me. 5 o'clock tomorrow, 5 o'clock Friday, and then Saturday the game is at noon. So just keep that in mind. Early game Saturday, 5 o'clock for the rest of it. I'm going to wrap up and go get something to eat. Appreciate y'all hanging out, man. Got what I hope will not be a long series, but a good series to come. All right. See you guys.